There we go. So, we left off, you had started moving deeper into the Phosphor jungle. I am going to ask for two things from you. One is a survival check. Survival or perception check for the Pathfinder among you. You will have advantage because you do have Tiberius with you. And the second, I'm going to ask for. First I'm going to ask. Let's roll that survival. Or is that no? Wait, that's the 25 that you did previously.
25 was technically to identify the.
Yes, that was the
vines.
Viper Vines. Yes.
Yeah. So do I need to re-roll or not?
Yes. You. So the idea, this is very much to try and find your way.
Okay. You said survival or perception?
Survival or perception. Yes.
Yeah.
According to if you're trying to make your way just through the jungle as such, or you're trying to keep that. You're trying to keep the river as a sort of point of reference to the side.
I'm gonna keep the river as a point of perception, and
Okay.
so roll perception, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Could you roll me 2d4, please?
I'm gonna check if they roll. So they didn't appear here. That's still a problem with the new D&D Beyond to Roll20 link. That was a 4 and a 5.
4 and 5?
Yeah.
I asked you to roll 2d4.
2d4. 4 and 1. 5 total.
Okay, 4 and 1. Okay.
Sorry.
So that would be 2 and... Okay. Interesting. Okay. You move a bit. As you move forward. There's a moment where it's not the. There's no fauna here to make noise. Though the eeriness seems to come. There's a vibration among the trees. So again, it's this low hum which you feel more than you can hear, right? It's that sound that you feel in your teeth rather than in your eardrums. And I think this is specifically stronger for someone like Farron, for the magic users among you. Pax, you are less perturbed by this, I guess. But there is that sense of that tingling of electrical, almost like if you're running next to a Tesla coil, right? If you have, again, I can't apply to everybody because not everybody's got hair, right? But Gizmo and Pax, you understand what I mean. You can feel that sort of static electricity raising your scales a bit, sort of. And I think, yeah, Pax, there's a moment where maybe there is that sort of zap between your fingertips of what looks to be just just pure magic in a way. Nothing harmful, just a little bit of light. It's just almost as if you're moving through the air, and the air is saturated with this. A bit. If you've seen these phosphorescent, these bioluminescent tides, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's subtle, but if you peer, I think Pax, because you can't really see in the dark, you might be the more. You might be able to see this better, right? Which is, it's just that faint sort of glimmer as you're walking through. And
this is unsettling.
Mm.
I think but the silence here is broken as you hear somebody. You're not necessarily trying to be stealthy or whatnot, especially with that druid and his crates who's sort of struggling through. But yeah, it's somewhere to a bit sort of further up and to the right. There's a sound. It's definitely not Flora. It sounds like a shout.
A shout of distress, or
Almost, yeah. It sounds like a cry. You're not. It's at first you maybe sort of stop and listen. You know what? All of you make me a perception check.
One more time.
Okay, Gizmo, you find something very interesting on the
That's-
floor.
Definitely.
Astrea, however.
Please tell me. Oh, of course it had to be that one. No, that was a.
It's
Okay,
black.
so we have. I think maybe Farron, you're maybe sort of occupied trying to find. You're trying to. I think Farron, you sort of kind of just lost the sound of the river, so you're trying to look for it. You're concentrated on that. But Pax and Astrea, especially, you can hear, because the cry repeats itself. You hear it once more, and this time, now that you're aware of it, definitely seems faint, but it sounds like a voice. Sounds like it doesn't. It's a shout, definitely, and it feels distressed.
Say, Tiberius, do you have any experience moving through these woods?
Absolutely none. This is first time for me. Fascinating.
Hey.
But with the amount of the viper vines, I would usually take cuttings from anything and everything here, but I do not trust it. So,
And we thank you for your restraint. Shall we investigate?
at some point, sort of I'm cleverer than you think.
There's a genuine smile at that.
But yes, I heard it as well. Someone in need of help
Was something
Yes.
did not
that sounds like it.
did not sound animal, sound human
Human.
voice.
Yeah. Let's go have a look if you don't mind, and if you don't think that it's too.
No.
Dangerous?
If someone needs help, we are to help.
Yes.
Okay. Get off the path then. And I start looking around for the source of that scream.
Okay. This map.
are we still surrounded by fog or residual fog?
No.
at all?
So the fog itself has abated, though you will still have sort of these banks of fog, sort of flowing. And I guess it's in those banks of fog that you actually can see sort of that trail, right? Because it's a mix of water and ether.
Yeah.
But in this case, no. Here you're more of you're sort of maybe you've stepped away. You're a bit higher up from the river, and so let's place the party, and I will add Tiberius as well, and Tiberius the bear. Here you go. Who he is very much loaded up with crates, so it will maybe take him. There you go. I'll put it that. Okay.
A little bit of time to drop them down and come and help us.
Maybe, or if at all, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So,
So let me give
yeah.
you the description. Okay. What you see before you. So as you move in, you're not exactly. Again, this is. It's not like you're stepping away from the path. There is no path here. You're sort of trying to make your way by general direction and vibes with regards to the river. So you're not lost. That's not what this is. But you're moving just a bit deeper into to the right, and what you can see is a. Have you seen those? I want you to imagine. So a series of fairly large plants, gourds, basically, with opened flaps, sort of lined with these long sort of. They look like fish bones, sort of like tendrils, hairs basically on the inside, and there is in one of these a humanoid figure covered in some sort of glowing or phosphorescent gunk, almost giving him an ethereal look to the point, as he's sort of gasping for air, trying to scramble out of this huge plant. I do have a handout. I will try and find it. In the meantime, he's just right there.
I have a completely black screen.
You have a black screen.
That's weird. Oh, because you've got no night vision, maybe. No doubt.
Oh wait, let me just change that then. Because
I see pink plants.
Normally this should be. Where do I do that? And dynamic lighting. Let's put this, but here. Is that better?
Okay.
Okay.
I can see.
This is what. No. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Pretty much.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
So my question to you is, what do you do?
I would have, in the beginning, when we entered the jungle, reminded everyone of the comment of the Doc's Master about the fact that the jungle reacts weirdly to magic.
Yes, looking at Farron in his armor of Agathis.
Yeah.
Yeah, do I notice anything unusual about my armor? It's active for a whole hour. Is it still active at this point?
At this point, yes, there's still very much, yes.
Okay. We seem to have lost it. Ah, there we go. Gizmo's back. I recall from Dander's journals there was something about the dream drinkers. Does that seem like this is what we're dealing with from the description, or
what does the description say?
So the description said it has an odd effect on creatures, causing them to lower the guard and remain close to it. While the Dream Drinker cannot attack, its ability means that people have known to starve to death in its proximity. Furthermore, it hungers for magic and can drain it from spellcasters. The berries, they fill your brain with pleasant and desirable visions, just to entice you to stay with the Dream Drinker. However, if the berries are taken from the vicinity, they can be safely consumed, and they are still potent, however, which is why the local of Phosphor Island tend to only add a few drops to beverages.
Right, this seems to be there are no berries. I'll say this.
right? Okay.
And the idea that if the idea of the Dream Drinker is to have creatures starve to death in its vicinity, this one seems much more active, as in it seems to be pulling in this poor unfortunate sailor into its gullet.
Right. takes the scene in. Sailor looks still alive and
Struggling.
is
Pretty
the one-
much
it's the one
struggling.
struggling.
Yeah, turning. It is reacting to. He is reacting to your presence. He seems to have sort of noticed you, and is again. There's that choking sound. It's a cry out for help, but it is almost now bubbling through some kind of gunk that is sort of situated in its throat, in his throat.
Okay.
What did I say?
Fully materializes the sword, pauses, looks to Astrea. With your permission, Captain.
Pax is pretty much giving the same look.
We're going to save him. Just be careful. Remember, it might be a trap. Let's go.
Duly noted. Eldritch Blast.
On what?
The base of the plant that
Okay.
is currently attempting. I'm trying to look at whatever knot or bulb or whatever is lower down that I might try to avoid the fella currently being consumed.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that by using my repelling blast, I would be able to crush it and kind of like.
Not exactly how that works, but repelling blast will not work on a plant unless the
Fair
plant
enough.
unless the plant is not firmly. It'll work on a tumbleweed. That's what I mean.
Fully acceptable.
Okay, you know what? Let's
roll.
roll for initiative.
Yes.
Does this guy have free hands, by the way? Does his hands seem free, like in the artwork?
One of them
is
seems
he able
yes.
to grasp, or
Yeah, one seems to be. He sort of. One is sort of trying to hold him. So he's trying to, with one hand, trying to push himself out of this sort of vask of gunk in which he's been taken, and the other one he's trying to grab. He's basically reaching out towards you.
Right.
Don't
As a
forget to
reminder,
click your tokens.
I have the alert feat, and I have an initiative of 19, which means that anyone wanting to go further up is more than happy to do the switcheroo with me.
I wouldn't mind going earlier.
All right then. So that means that you have an initiative of how much?
I only rolled an 8, however.
An 8.
So that would dump you quite low.
That's okay. I think I'm adaptable enough that I don't mind switching around with you. So I imagine it as a bit of footwork where essentially you and I from our sparring sessions know how we move, and I just open you, I sidestep, kind of like to leave you.
So Farron, you got a 19?
19 switching with Pax.
Okay,
So
but,
he gets my 19, I get his 8.
Okay. Just remember to click your tokens when you roll. I can adjust later, but I need you on board.
Right, of course. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So Pax. You know what, Farron? Make me that attack because you're the instigating incident. So make me that attack.
All right. So coming right up with Eldritch Blast. Range 120. This is more than enough. And that's a beautiful. Well, no, it's a 12.
That's a 12.
I thought it was a nat 1, but
well, the other one was a nat 1.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, you hit the. I mean, it's a wide plant, but you do not.
Mm-hmm.
But the impact does not seem to have any effect on its bulb. Let's put it that way.
okay, fair enough. Well, that wasn't it.
Pax, you're up.
Pax is gonna surge forward, pull the rope that he has over his shoulder, and at about 20 feet distance, he's gonna lob one end of the rope outwards like he's done 1,000 times on a ship before,
Right,
to try and hit the sailor's hand that's out there to see if he could at least grab onto the rope.
Let's make that. I want to make that into basically a sort of a grapple check, I guess. So let's make an unarmed attack.
Sure thing.
Okay. As you throw it, either he's not seeing it, or he fails to grab it, basically, and the rope fails to grab him. So unfortunately, that's that. You have a length of rope up to him, but he's very, and you can see it is. He's starting to. It's starting to become frantic because they're almost moving erratically.
That was my action then, throwing the rope, right?
Okay, that would have been your action, yeah.
My action. Oh, I feel like the time's ticking for this guy. Oh, it's already... Oh, whatever. I'm a fighter. I'm gonna move the rest of my movement up.
Okay.
To pretty much where the guy is, since I
Yeah.
saw that he did not even acknowledge the rope.
Yeah.
And I'm going to action surge.
Okay.
And this time, being in front of the guy, I basically just want to grab him, rip him out, and move away from the plant.
Okay. Yeah, make me grapple check.
Let's do it again.
18. Yeah, despite him moving, I guess in that sort of erratic fashion, you go to wrap your arms and sort of grab him, maybe go around the shoulders or
yeah, whichever way I can
right.
get him.
And actually, you fall forward through him
Oh shit.
into
I was
that
afraid of
vat of sap, basically, as the illusion of that sail sort of jerks, almost not knowing to react to you or to the group. It's almost that as it's trying to focus on both. And it is going to be the jungle siren's turn.
Told you to be mindful, it could be a trap.
Yes, mother.
Well, we didn't exactly have 10 minutes to ponder on the issue. Either we don't bother and don't do anything, or we go for it.
Yeah. It's gonna make 2 attacks. 2d20. I have not rolled it, so I'm just gonna be rolling here on my end. It gets a +5 to hit. So that first one is naturally a natural 20.
That is a crit. That's gonna
the
hurt.
second one is going to be a 3, so that's not going to hit. However, that is going to be 48.
Excuse me, how much, dear DM?
That's going to be 4d8 plus 3. So that is 17 damage, and that is piercing damage.
Yep.
I believe that puts you bloody.
Oh yeah.
And I will actually move you here. There you go. And so basically, although the other 4 of you basically see Pax go to grab him and literally, by his own inertia, fall in. And again, these what look to be sort of just hairs are literally small. They feel like needles slipping into inside you as they sort of grab onto you. You can already feel the pull of this maw sort of pulling you in. That would be Gizmo's turn.
Wow. Well, let me move up the... Wait. Let's say I can get... Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to place my... Basically, I run towards Pax, because I see he's being eaten alive by the plants, basically. I want to place my cannon right there in front of me, between myself
Right.
and
Do
them.
I have a token for your cannon? Damn it.
I can find one. I think I can drop it.
I'll have something.
Okay.
In the meantime.
In any case, I'll create the cannon in between us, and I'll give it its force field. The protector form, which looks like a regular cannon.
So, by the way, you do not need to choose a form. Whenever you activate it, you can decide which function it takes.
It takes. Yeah.
No, but that's
It-
what I
it
mean,
was
is
just-
that you don't have to
it-
invoke it and then re-invoke it for flamethrower. You can just say,
Yeah.
I invoke it.
It's one
and
action and then it. Yeah. But for flavor, let's say it's like a regular cannon, but it's got like a flat mouth,
Okay.
very large, and it spits out two lifesaver donuts. You know, wooden lifesavers. One goes on Pax, one goes on the sailor, and I have to roll 1d8 plus 4 temporary HP for you guys.
Okay.
The sailor's gone though. Didn't his illusion kind of vanish, or is it just
No, it's
twitching
still there. It just so
Okay.
happens that
Okay.
it's sort of halfway. You're halfway through it, basically. It is literally you in the middle of a hologram, fighting up. But again, you can see that gunk, sort of. That gunk is sort of almost covering you in a way as well.
Yeah.
Um,
to me,
Actually,
I guess.
Gizmo, make me a perception check or investigation check.
Perception or investigation. I think I'll go for investigation. That's
Okay.
way better.
Yep,
Oh, come on.
19. Actually,
Okay.
that sailor, right? Actually, as you're looking, sort of Pax is in this gunk, left hand all the way up to the shoulder. The sailor's arm has now gone reptilian.
Reptilian.
As in, you're
Oh.
seeing, and including the sort of, you're starting to see basically the sailor turn into Pax
Oh.
as
okay.
the creature sort of reinvents the illusion according to its current victim.
To the current.
Nice.
Okay. Interesting. So then I figure out it's only Pax that needs to be saved.
Yes, pretty much.
And let's see for the temporary HP.
Yeah.
Oh, that's max. 12 temporary HP.
Pax, you get 12 temp HP.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. And that's gonna be it for me.
Okay. Astrea, that is you.
Yep.
Gizmo, is that your full turn? Don't you have an action?
The magic action is to summon the
invoke it.
cannon, and my bonus action is to
To
activate.
fire. Okay, yeah. Astrea.
Yeah, Astrea is going to blast a sacred flame on the flower to try and. I know it is not fire, it is radiant damage, but.
Yeah. Okay, so that is a what kind of save is that?
I'm gonna cast it. It is a dexterity 14.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that this thing should not have any dexterity score. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So it takes 3. It takes 3 damage.
Yep, not a lot. However, let me check something. Oh.
Farron, you're up afterwards.
Yeah, forget it. I completely forgot, but it doesn't matter. I'll do that. I'll do that next turn.
What did you want to do?
No, and I'm gonna invoke my spiritual weapon. Call it.
Okay.
Which it's the first time, so that's gonna be
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay. What's your spiritual weapon?
Astrea's spiritual weapon is a no-nonsense, mean-looking, halberd-type long weapon that appears next to her.
Okay. So more of a glaive.
Yeah, glaive.
Okay, let me just find one. Do you have a color do you prefer? Yeah, let's go with this one.
Nice.
Right. And that's a level 1, level 2 spell?
It's a level 2 spell.
Okay.
That looks dope.
Oh, it keeps moving?
Yeah, it's animated.
Okay, it's an animated one. Alright.
Okay. Basically, where do you want to invoke it?
Oh no, you know what? It
Controlled
moves
by
60. It's got 60 feet range, so,
Yeah, so you
I'm
can move
going
it.
to invoke it right next to the flower.
Okay, you can move it.
Yep. Oh yeah, right. Oof. Does it attack it at its first turn? I don't remember.
Well, it's
Uh,
an action to
it's a bonus action to invoke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you can attack with it.
And
yeah.
you can, yeah.
I don't think that's changed.
No, yeah, it's still that. It's still bonus action,
Yeah,
and
so
you can
make the
immediately
attack.
make one melee spell attack. Yeah.
Unfortunately, with a 7, that is not enough.
Nope.
As you're trying to find the angle, but I guess Pax is in the way, which is why.
Probably.
Farron, you're up. Astrea, you want to move? Okay.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Farron, you're up.
With Gizmo being within my line of sight, I think I'm going to move closer. That's my
Really
30
not
feet
a
of
problem.
movement.
This is a large plant. He's a small creature.
Oh, in that case, this is fine, but I'm still going to move within slashing range, at least close to slash. Well, first, my 30 feet of movement all the way here, and I'm going to unload another set of Eldritch Blasts at the plant, trying to my best to avoid deer packs, and that is another Eldritch Blast. Why the hell? Is that a...
Could somebody... That is a...
Was that a natural
a crit.
20?
That's a crit.
Nice.
So that is a total of... So force damage, Genie's Wrath, what was that? Force critical plus 3. Yeah, so that's 7 damage.
7 damage, okay, to the thing.
As you're adding thunder damage. It's not... Okay. Yeah, okay.
Indeed, due to my genie's wrath, I think that is my action. I don't think I have an available bonus action that would be any way useful, because though I do have 2-weapon fighting, I haven't used my
It's that you did a magic action. You need to take the attack action for that.
You need to take the attack action exactly. So that's my turn.
Okay, Pax, you're up.
Pax isn't happy with this.
No, he's not.
He's going to full on just takes out his boarding axe. He's inside the mouth of this thing right now. And he's just going to go cleave upwards at whatever soft tissue he can see from where he is. He's not trying to jump out right now. He's just going to swing up, trying to dig his axe in. Mm-hmm. A 16 to hit.
16 is a hit. Go ahead, do the damage.
All right.
That is 7 slashing.
7 slashing damage. Then I'm going to Second Wind.
Okay.
For 12 hit points.
Okay.
That's nice. Now, this thing isn't grappling me in any way, shape, or form, right?
No, it is not grappling in any fashion. No, that was mostly the idea of covering. That was mostly for flavor. This is not a grapple.
Right.
Which I find very, very peculiar, but it's not in its stat block.
Yeah, well then Pax is going to jump out of the needly bit and join in the formation by moving here. Like, take a step away and sort of do the hop in / and hop out if he needs to. If it has an attack of opportunity, it can take it.
Actually, technically, it does not, because it has a reach of 10 feet, which means it is not. You have not. You are still in attack range, but you have not moved away.
Pax is a melee fighter. He's staying in there.
But it does mean that Farron is also in. By the way, could somebody look up when you're casting a spell against a creature that is reached? Do you need to be or your disadvantage when it's within 5 feet or within 10 or? You know what I mean. The Jungle Siren. It's going to roll 2 attacks. It's going to. I think it's still going to try and catch you, Pax. So it's gonna still do that. So 2d10. That are 2 4s. So it basically throws out its fronds, right, as it's trying to grab anything around, but does not manage to hit anything. Gizmo, you're up.
A ranged spell attack has disadvantage only if the target is in melee. So that's 5 feet. Doesn't matter the reach.
Oh, okay.
You have to be melee.
Okay, so it's within 5 feet. Okay.
Yep.
No, I would have thought that. Well, technically, he's in melee range because.
Technically, yeah. I think it depends on how you want to rule the. 10
For
feet
now,
of
let's.
reach, you know?
I'll look into it.
Fair
I'll
enough.
look into it.
Well, since Pax is now safe-ish, let's say safer, let's try the flamethrower. That sounds fun in a forest. So, yeah, it's a cone of fire within 15 feet. So I guess that's kind of.
Yeah,
is
don't worry.
within my-
You've got it. It's there.
So it needs to roll a DC 14 dexterity, please.
That is a 9 on the die. So no, that is not going. So you go ahead, do the damage.
I will roll my 2d8 and see what happens. Come on, 4.
Well, so explain to me how this is the first time we see the cannon. So tell us what how the flames look like.
So the mouth from becoming flat, I guess it goes back to being an actual mini version of a full cannon.
Mm-hmm.
And the flames actually, they look like sparks and they are blue. It's not actual real fire because of the damage mostly, but they're blue sparks for now.
Yeah, and I think maybe the sparks here they illuminate, but it doesn't fully take.
It doesn't exactly.
Yeah.
It doesn't ignite.
I believe that is your bonus action. Do you have an action?
That's only my bonus action. With my action, I think I can still use. Can I use Magic Stone? I guess it's a cantrip, right? So
it's a yes, but it's a bonus action to invoke.
Oh, it's another bonus. Yeah, true.
And by the way, your cannon is not a spell, so you can use a spell if you wish.
Ah, yeah, that's true. Oh my god, this is so broken. I can do so many things. Look, let's go for catapult. That's always bread and butter.
Catapult, okay.
Yep. Can I just click here to just catapult?
Yeah, just use catapult. It failed its saving throw, so go ahead. Okay. Wow.
Way better.
So you tell me
know
what
what? I
tell me what you grab and that you hurl into this.
So I activated my cannon. I see it doesn't ignite, and I get so mad that I literally start throwing rocks at the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I start throwing pebbles, but with the intent of killing it. So I imbue it with my artificer magic, and they just
okay.
Go
oh, so
full
technically it's
projectile
not
into
it's
the
not
thing.
you designing. It's not you sort of moving a target. It's
No,
you throwing
I
and then it
physically,
just.
I throw them and then I imbue them with magic because I'm so pissed at the fact that.
Yeah,
they
so
can't fail.
we see one rock go sort of up, and then all of a sudden afterburner, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
No.
Okay, nice.
Like breaking the sound of the wall of sound. Like
Absolutely. Okay. Astrea, you're up.
Astrea's weapon is going to try and hack into the plant first. So spiritual weapon attack. Dang, that thing is not good.
No, it doesn't seem to register the plant, I guess.
Yeah. Not living enough.
Mm-hmm.
However, at this point, it's gonna be a Toll the Dead.
Okay.
On the plant. It is missing hit points.
Yes, it is.
It's gonna be fun.
I think that as you slice through... Okay, that's... it might have a wisdom. No! Okay. There you go. I think as you see the spiritual weapon hit through it, it's I think it's... You don't see... It doesn't carve in, but it leaves these jagged marks of light across. So you see where you hit it. It just goes right through and seems to be absorbed without... Or doesn't seem to do the damage that you're expecting. But that Toll the Dead was very much a hit.
It's a bit of a gong vibe that you get from the Toll the Dead.
That's bonus action movement.
She's probably going to step just a bit closer to Pax. But he's looking pretty healed, so...
Okay.
It's okay.
Farron, you're up.
Right, I think that... I've seen that the slices haven't been as effective.
I mean, it's flavor for her not hitting
fair
the
enough.
target.
In which case, I am going to tell you what. I look at the slashes that came out of the weapon, and I'm like, fuck this, and I close the distance.
Okay.
And I start using my my packed weapon. So it's going to be scimitar slashes first.
So you get one.
There we go. Please tell me that was the... Okay.
So 16, that's a hit.
16 to hit.
Roll the damage.
With the damage being... there we go, 1d6 plus 4.
You can just click on the damage, yeah.
Yeah. So that's a 6, so 10 damage total.
So actually 12, because that's 10, plus you get the thunder damage.
Oh yeah, but yes, the thunder damage from the Genie's Wrath.
Right, so minus 12. And because you have the nick property...
Because that's...
Oh no, you don't,
mastery.
because you don't have the mastery. No, so you don't.
Yeah. I would have loved that, but that's maybe for a spice little multi-class later.
Maybe.
But what I do have, however, since that is an action, I have bonus action dagger, which is, still a chance to do a little more damage. Mm-hmm. So with my offhand, I slice again, and that's not as good. Not as good as I'm
12.
Afraid.
That is not a hit.
Okay.
You slash one, going deep into. You can actually see the reverberation of your blade. I mean, with thunder damage, you basically have a vibro blade. If we're going to a bit of sci-fi, as it slashes through, fairly effective. But as you try, it is very thick, rubbery hide, right? And you just can't find the purchase into it. Pax, you're up.
As Astrea moves next to Pax, Pax briefly looks at her. His eyes narrowed almost as in... No, actually, I'm not gonna. There's just that frustration that oozes out of him. and his ire really turns to the beast. Like his frill starts trilling again. There's that clicking growl coming from his throat, and he just like sloshes away some of that gunk from his arm. And as he steps forward, somehow for some reason his footstep is heard in the canopy of the jungle.
Okay.
There's that proper and whatever bioluminescence might be around this plant seems to dim a little around Pax. He's pissed, and I'm activating my dreadful shroud. I don't know if this thing can get frightened, but if it, I assumed
It is a
okay.
plant.
I figured as much, but I thought it's sentient. It's actually thinking it's maybe
Hey,
good. No,
you
okay.
learned
Pax is gonna
something
take out his short sword, putting the axe away, realizing he needs a thinner point to get through that rubbery skin, and I'm gonna attack it with my short sword instead.
Okay. That is a 9.
Come on.
I mean, move yourself into
I feel your
position
pain.
because technically
Yes.
that could be a 13. Remember,
Yeah.
Right.
You
I'm
could
going.
flank.
13
There we
is
go.
not enough.
It still isn't.
It still isn't.
That's my bonus action and action and movement. I'm done.
Okay. It's the jungle siren's turn, and it is going to put 2 attacks into Farron. That is a 14 and technically it has a +5, so that is a 24 and a 10.
Which reminds me that my armor was supposed to give me some 5 temporary hit points.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm
it'll take
guessing
5.
It just
Yeah.
took 5.
Yes.
No, that's actually 10
We
because
agree
it's
that
level 2.
we agree that is a 19 and a 10, not a 25. Because it's 14 and 5, not 19.
That is a 19 and a 10. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
so
you.
it's since I cast my armor at 2nd level, automatically
Right.
it's 10, which means that it's dealing 10.
Right. I forgot to count for that. Thank you. Okay. Yes. Okay.
And you said it did how much damage? Because I got 10 HP.
Let me get
10.
there. Let me get there. Right. 19 damage.
Okay, which means so no more armor of Agathis.
Right, and it
But-
takes. So just put in your armor of Agathis, right?
Yeah.
Just put 10 in your temporary hit points, or just take 9 off the top of your max. But it's going to take 10 in return,
10 cold
and your armor is out.
is out of commission.
Right, I'm doing some serious damage with this thing. But as the frost hits it, right, it is that it. I guess the inside almost crystallizes, as you can actually see that ice cold curse sort of move across through it. So not too difficult to shatter, if I do say so myself. Gizmo, you're up.
Ooh.
Basically,
Luckily,
it's
I
last hit
don't
points.
have a nice thrower with me. It's literally called a fire thrower.
Yeah, go ahead. Go for flu attack. Icy cold. Icy hot.
Okay. So it's a steel 7 throw, 14 dexterity.
Yeah, that's a
no.
nat 1. Okay, that is 3 damage.
I still rolled a million.
I mean, I'll say this, right? It's just refreshing. It was completely frosted over, and there's that gout of blue flame, and the ice is gone.
I mean-
Gizmo, do you have an action to do?
Like before I get even more pissed.
Okay.
I'll use my catapult again.
Okay. DC 14. Actually, it saves.
Oh, come on.
Dex +1. Yeah, it saves.
That's 8 bludgeoning damage, so halved.
Does it take half or not, or nothing at all?
Or none at all. Ooh, wait.
Because I
On a
believe
failed
that
save,
catapult
the
was
object
very.
strikes, the target stops moving, and the object strikes something damage. Oh. Yeah.
Pax, I think I need you. I think you need to make me a dexterity saving throw
Nope, there's no. Yep.
because you're thrown in 22. So basically,
It keeps going.
this
Yep.
thing bounces off the rubbery hide of the jungle siren. Pax, you basically go whoo, as the stone rushes by you.
Stupid thing is not gonna work! Pax already is in a foul mood, and at one of those moments when those membranes open from that flower,
Yeah.
Pax has direct line of sight of Gizmo. And, ooh, you know what? Pax is in a foul mood. I think Gizmo falls off my radar of protecting from my dreadful shroud, and he might get frightened. He needs to roll a intelligence saving throw.
Is that on his turn or? You know what? Let's do this now. Let's do
Basically,
this now.
I can choose who it affects, but it's active for a minute. And if I just choose that it affects him,
Yeah, I guess so. Gizmo, make me that save. So Pax, can you remind us?
yes, I'm just scrolling down. DC 14 intelligence saving throw, which is your best thing,
Yeah.
right?
That's 25.
Good thing it was not the nat 1 that was the first one, because I see them drop on D&D Beyond, and I'm like, yeah, I think narratively Gizmo has enough clarity. It's your character though, but you do have enough clarity to realize that anger is not directed at you. But Pax is definitely not happy that happened.
Not yet.
I think you see maybe Gizmo sort of cringes naturally, but that's just Cobalt instinct, right? Astrea, you're up.
My spiritual weapon's gonna try. Ooh, that might actually work.
An 18 is a hit. And force damage, that's 6. That's enough. I think the up until now your slashing was always sort of moving. There wasn't anything to sort of vitally slash with the spiritual weapon on the outside, as for skin or whatnot. And so I think Astrea just realizes, yeah, I'll just plunge right to the center of it, go right through the skin, right? Ghost-like.
She directs the glaive to actually drop from the top and just slice right into the core of the flower.
Yeah. And which is enough to pierce something important as the petals sort of die down, sort of open and slosh about, and the illusion itself dissipates.
Pax kicks the thing for good measure.
Good.
Right. You can see that while this has been the larger plant, right, of its type, you can also see that there are it's a cluster of them, smaller. Some of them either now in this vegetation. Now that you have, some have already sort of closed off on maybe other prey, or are not big enough to sort of open up. But you can see that there's maybe 4 of them of varying sizes in a close cluster. What do you do? We are out of combat, by the way.
This is very much their environment. So Astrea's reflex would pretty much be something along the lines of, let's burn them all down because that way no one else gets trapped. But we do have a druid with us who might not be happy with that.
Actually, let me see what kind of spells Tiberius has. Let's see. Spellcasting. Yeah, he wasn't really going to be able to help anyways, because with Druidcraft, Guidance, Mending, Entangle, Speak with Animals, Barkskin, Dark Vision, Enhance Ability. Yeah, that wasn't really... he's not much one for attack. He doesn't even have healing spells now that I think about it.
What kind of druid is he?
What kind of druid are you? Yeah.
He's an assistant. Let's put it that way. No,
He's an
actually,
assistant druid.
technically, actually, I should make a bear form for Tiberius. He does have. Yeah, he's a shapeshifter. He's not a spellcaster. He's
Yeah, he's a moon druid.
He's
but,
more or less, yeah. As he sort of hurries up and goes, this is. Do what you will, Captain. I will not be speaking against this abomination for this abomination.
Then
May it live in the deeper parts of the forest, but here, right on our path. No. That is a danger. However, if you do permit, and he sort of, before he does that, he goes in, dropping both the crates, goes out, and there's one of these in this sort of this cluster. There's one which is about the size of a small melon, which he sort of digs his claws into it, and sort of props up, sort of pulls from the cluster, and sort of places in his bag. Ooh, that is. No seeds for you. Interesting. They sort of puts in. So what do you want? So what are your orders, Captain?
Well, I still have my spiritual weapon up, so I think I'm going to try and reproduce that killing strike with the other flowers, just dropping it in the center and seeing if that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's no. Again, this is not. This is purely for flavor, right? So, as in, whether you burn it or stab them, yes, there is that. I'll say, at least for the smaller clusters, you do have that sort of that iridescent glow that it has throughout the fronds. As you stab it, there is a puff, almost like if ether was sort of. Where it ruptures, there is that slow emanating smoke of ether as you realize that this plant is the plant sap is infused with ether.
Yeah. That's probably the case with a lot of the jungle, though.
Yeah.
I think we should get back to the road.
Yes. I believe it is that way. Okay. As you and you move back onto the road. Let me just, you know what? I'll add Tiberius to the party directly like this. Define party. There we go.
Nice.
Permanent DMPC.
Sorry?
Permanent DMPC.
Not Tiberius. If I have a DMPC, I've got another one planned, but not this one.
We all know how you feel about Hazel.
You know what? There's too much of a fan club for Hazel for me to appropriate it now. No. No, if there is a DMPC, technically they're present, just not activated. Right. On that note, yeah, you move back into the forest, into the jungle. Let's see, which one did I have for you? It's the... Oh, okay. Right, okay. As you keep sort of moving forward, the jungle itself seems to widen, and it's you start getting almost a logic to how the jungle works in a way, where you'll have these clusters of very dense trees and flora, and others you'll just sort of have open meadows in a way, sort of sparkled with flowers here and there. All of them in this, and you start realizing that a lot of these spaces where were the stronger trees, you can see almost there is that sort of fog emanating from it. Trees normally would need sunlight, and in a way, the trees, the foliage at Maladel is helped by sort of an artificial kind of sunlight in a way. But here, the vegetation would be more akin to what you would have. I guess we would know this, but that vegetation that you would have in deep sea vents. So wherever you have a sort of a spring where ether and water sort of mixes and that bubbles to the surface, you'll have a cluster of these denser trees. And you can see they are sort of laden with these vines sort of moving, not moving, but sort of drooping around, trying to catch as much of that vapor as much as possible. Knowing the dangers now with the jungle siren, and it's not the only one either. Now that you've noticed the pattern and you know what to look for, there are, just a bit further up from your first encounter, you will start hearing these voices. It doesn't take much to sort of look in, verify to see if it's not an actual victim, now that you know what to look for. You know, and just a rock thrown into the direction if you hit the target, if you hit the person there and you see. But every single time it seems that you are looking at the ghost of a past victim. You come now to a, let's see, which one is that? Right. As you come into, you start following the meadows rather, and here you can, again, you sort of, you can see, and again here that you can see the corner, not the river itself, but you can see the valley where it's sort of cut its way through, and so you can follow that at least on the corner of your eye, and you're trying to keep to the wider open spaces, to one point where you find yourselves sort of in front of you a sea of ankle-tall bioluminescent purple leaves dominate the jungle in front of you. Interspaced among the leaves are glowing blue flowers. Actually, I have... well, first of all, I'll move you to the map here. Place party. There we go.
I'm blind again.
Oh, you're blind again? I'm blinding again.
Trust me, you don't want to see what's ahead.
Oh my god, I've never seen so much blood.
If you wish to, let's see. Right. One thing particular is that these flowers, like I said, they're sort of they're wide, but where you would have the center core of the flower, it's actually, you can see just this small little oscillating blue flame, almost like the lighter in a you know, how'd you call it, in your boiler, you know, the guide light, or I forget how they call it. Basically, the ignition light of the boiler. So you can see these different little flowers with just this little flame, almost like a candle, blue candle, in that ethereal blue and turquoise. And actually, I will reveal their position to you because they are... Wait, what happened?
No, they disappeared now.
Oh, they disappeared?
Yeah, they disappeared.
We were seeing
yeah,
them.
we had
Oh,
them.
you had... Okay, wait.
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay, you know what? I will move this one. Let's just move them back then. Yeah, for some reason I've got a bug where they all decided to move in the wrong space. I will...
Layers.
No, I used the bump command, and for some reason that sent half of them across the screen.
Oh no.
So I need to do this again.
Okay, now we see 5. No, sorry, 6.
I see 7.
Oh, there's another one up. Yeah. Okay.
You should see 8 of them.
Wait, what the
So 1,
2,
Yeah.
2,
4, 6, 7.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
There are
Number
Wait.
2 was not
Right.
visible for me. If you
Okay.
ping somewhere here, that's not
One.
visible.
Oh wait, let's see.
2, 3.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Now
Now we
Uh-huh.
see them all. Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Tech support, live on air.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. What do you guys do?
uh,
I don't really know where that thing is.
do they look like they have berries?
They do not. No.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
if you want to have what they look like, I should have. There you go. This is what they look like. So adding from the center that little plume of
Yeah.
illuminated ether.
Okay.
Astrea is going to try an old-timey tried and true method and just grab a rock and chuck it at one of them.
Oof. Okay.
Probably that one because it's a little bit further away, and just see if it reacts, if something happens.
Okay. Let me just check the right. Oh, it's alt now. No. Here we go. Right. Okay. So, let's see. Okay. Yeah. If you want to make me an go for an attack.
Yeah. I'll do a basic. Do I go for an unarmed strike even if I'm throwing a rock?
Yes.
Because it's just
Unless you're proficient with throwing weapons.
no, not really.
Okay, as you throw, that's so 2 damage. The flame sort of erupts as well. You know what?
Flame?
As in that flame that you had. Sorry, you hit the plant with the rock.
Yeah. Okay.
The flame does, instead of erupting, actually disappears. There's a glow that sort of sinks into the bulb of the flower, and sends a glow in around on almost through the soil. You can see the glow irradiating through a whole series of roots that spreads all around it.
Interesting.
Oh no.
Yep. Does it stay, or is it like a flash and then done?
It's a flash.
Okay. So, and how far away does it radiates? Like, is it just in the 5 feet, or is it like?
Make me an investigation check.
Yep. I'm not good at those, but I can try. I said I'm
You
not good
can't
at
really
those.
see. It doesn't. Actually, I'll say this. It doesn't seem to go very far. In your direction. So
Okay.
maybe about 5 feet, and then sort of stops.
So we can either try to do some type of magic that goes through here and then tries to avoid as much as the flowers as we can. Or we try to attack those things.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I like it.
To be fair, I would vote for let's try and avoid those, but
Yes, please.
Yep, very much.
As far as you were, those are the ones you see.
yeah.
Oh boy.
What is does Tiberius has anything to add to this?
He is
situation?
completely lost and fascinated. He's
Okay.
never set foot on Phosphore Island. This is very much a. What is?
Sorry, that I don't know.
Why are you
I
throwing
don't-
fudge
I have
dice
no
at my
idea.
table?
I don't know.
And for a 0, no less. I mean, at least it's not a negative. So what are you up to?
So, Captain, who goes first?
Good question.
And it's the only path we can take, right?
It is the. I mean, for now, that's the direction. That's where your path has led you. If you want to go around, sure, but that means you might hit something different.
All right. Gizmo,
Yes.
how do you feel about trying to blast those things with your cannon?
Actually, when you ask Gizmo that question, you see for the first 2 seconds he's kind of let's do it, and then his mind goes somewhere else, and he gets a little bit sad, and he looks down and he's like, I don't know if that will work, Captain. I'd much rather go around.
Oh no.
This is the saddest thing we've had in the whole campaign.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to hear more about this.
I think even Pax has a moment where he goes,
Uh-huh.
Oh.
You alright?
I just think going around is best for everyone.
Hey, Captain. Argana wants to go around.
I can take point.
Okay, Gizmo. We're gonna put you in the middle, and there will always be someone to help you if you get stuck. Would that be alright?
Yes. Thank you.
Tax. Take point, please. Farron behind. Gizmo. I'll follow after. And Tiberius, can you bring up the rear?
Yes, Captain.
I recommend you stay 10 feet behind me.
So, this request is maybe going to give you a bit of the idea of the challenge. But I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative. Not necessarily... No. I'll say this. Actually, no. We're not going to roll initiative. I'm going to ask everybody to... I'm going to add everybody's turn, and I want to know who's going to move first.
Okay.
Because the order in which you're going to move and where you guys are moving is going to have its importance.
Fair.
And for those who are watching at home, there is something here that the players cannot see. So I will add turn. Right, so who's going first?
Rolling initiative, right? Or
Pax
no,
is going first.
So
Pax is
Pax
going
apparently.
He
Yes.
volunteered.
So that is 5. Who's in second?
I think if I recall the marching order, that's Farron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Farron at 4. Gizmo, that's
Then it should be
3.
Gizmo.
Yeah.
Astrea at 2, and then okay, right. So Pax, you're up first.
So the way I would like Pax to move is kind of with like a held action this entire time.
Okay.
Which would just be I think acrobatics to, quick jump or do an agile leap over whatever if something would fizzle so that he can quickly gain distance from it. And I would like him to, we're not really in a combat, but he would move at half speed.
Okay. If you want to move step by step, to sort of check where you are, etc., I will certainly allow that.
Yeah, sure. All right, so he's going to start here.
Okay.
And essentially he's going to try and stay at least 5 feet away from every bloom.
Okay. Okay, stop.
Yep.
There is going to be so this is a +4 to hit. Slash roll 1d20 plus, like I said, plus 4.
4.
That is a 15. Does that hit?
That doesn't hit, so...
As this one, basically this one right here flashes, and the same way the one that Astrea hit, you can see the flash sort of illuminate the ground, and it feels almost like a pressure plate underneath, and there's a flash of fire just roaring up on you as some pocket of ether is ignited in the roots, and just literally it's a column of flame.
Right.
That is... Yep, okay. Yep, it misses you.
All right. The caution that Pax was having with the held action in this case did not really help. Could I have it count as him going full defense? Essentially taking the dodge action as he's walking.
Sure, okay. Yep.
All right. Pax would really just put his sword away, tighten his belt a bit more, refix his rope, and you see him really light on his feet as he's moving forward.
Okay.
That brings us here.
Okay. Okay, stop.
Nope. One before or this one?
You can be actually both, because you are taking 2 attacks basically from these 2 right here.
Disadvantage on both, though.
This one and this one. Yes, yeah, absolutely. So it's 2d20. How does that work? 2d20 keep L, right? I think.
Yes.
For 1 second, I thought, okay, 2d20 damage. I'm like,
Let's see. Did that work? No. How does it? Okay, you know what? I'm just going to. Wait, how does it? What's it? What's the formula?
It's I think it's between parentheses. It's roll parentheses 2d20 plus 4 parentheses close and then KL. I think. I'm not sure.
Well, let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, interesting. No, that doesn't work.
No, it didn't.
It did not. But that is a 4. So again, the flash of. So I'm going to roll 2d20. I'm just going to roll 2d20. And that'll be enough. The other one is a 10. So no. So again, you're starting to feel these. Actually, you know what? I'll just mark this one as having. There we go. These sort of have ignited. So both of them miss. As in, but again, it's a step and then a step and then again it's that suction of fire into the bulb which sort glows, and that spread of almost like plasma along a root system, and you just happen to be stepping on one of the vines.
All right. As an experiment,
Yep.
Pax is going to very gingerly look towards the place he stepped at before, and he's just going to try and see if it activates again or if it's blown now that he's triggered it.
It seems to the charge, I guess, seems to have passed. However, there is as you're passing back into space, even though it's sort of dissipated now, there is the distinct smell of ether.
Right. Well, these are ether pockets. If you take my road, you should be able to be clear.
Just because I was looking at the cameras and not the stream, you went straight down?
Oh no.
No.
No, yeah, okay.
I went.
No.
No, I'm
Nope.
done. It's gone. Never mind.
Astrea. Actually, Farron, you're up. Don't worry, Astrea.
Right.
You've got 2 people before you to move before.
okay. So, Captain, there's a way I could try and skip the entire thing, but I wouldn't be able to help people along the way if I do. Would you like me to try and show you the path still?
Actually, go ahead. I'm gonna be on board. I'm gonna be there if we need to heal anyone, but I'm good. Go ahead.
Okay.
Try the way you're most comfortable with.
Right. This should be new, and Farron is going to reach for a new instinct. Focus on where he is, and take a step forward, but not in front of him, but further still, as I believe one of the first times, unless I'm talking out of my ass, which is always
Actually,
possible.
sorry, Pax, had you finished your entire movement there?
Sorry, Pax said he was going to be 10 feet ahead of everyone. Now that he's that far, he's going to wait.
Okay, right. So, okay, just wanted to...
Because he realizes he's out of range of being helped if he gets burned to a crisp, so he's going to wait.
Okay.
That is fair.
So I am going to essentially... Let's see. That is... Nope, I can't quite make it all the way to Pax. But I can make it there to where I believe he was at a safe distance. And essentially Misty Step.
Misty Step from your position.
From my position, which is about...
So this is where you can make it.
Yeah.
Not here. Just wanted to let you know.
Right, yeah. So I think... Yeah, okay. Given that, Farron is going to try and take a few steps following Pax's initial motion, so over here, trying to follow the ones that have been already activated, and then with 10 feet more of reach, once he's reached that position, Misty Step
Please
next to
move.
yeah.
Let's make this square by square.
Ha. Okay. 1.
Yes.
2.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see about distance now. Nope, still nothing. Still not quite where I want to go. 3.
Okay.
From there.
So I think that's exactly where you had that first flash, Pax.
Yeah.
And again, Farron, as you're stepping in that place, there is, I said, there's that odor of ether, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not enough to assault, enough for you to smell it, but not of it to affect you.
Okay. In which case, from there, looks back at the crew, wish me luck.
Okay.
And I'm going to Misty Step 30 feet, and I'm going to reappear there.
Okay. Yeah. Again, you have the squish. You have the squish, right? As in you're feeling, and again, it's that as you land onto it, you feel the tendrils maybe sort of crack, a bit like a glow stick. As in, you feel the crack. There's that psh of, but it's not enough for it to sort of really break out.
Okay.
There's no explosion.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, that works.
Gizmo.
Works for you. Let's see if it works for me. So one.
I'm gonna also have you start here, basically.
Okay. 1,
Yes.
2,
Yes.
3,
Yes.
4,
Yes.
5,
Mm-hmm.
6.
Yes. Keep going.
Dash. 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
And I reach Farron.
Okay. You reach Farron.
Yes.
Okay. Astrea. Unless Gizmo, you want to do something?
For now, no.
Okay.
I've got something coming up.
Astrea.
Okay. Astrea is going to follow the same path, so no, there. 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
And it is not a Misty Step, it is a Starlight Step. So
Very different.
Well, here's the thing. I'll tell you about that later, but that has its importance.
Yeah. You've got a twinkling of light emanating around, of starlight emanating around Astrea's body as she takes her next step, and suddenly she appears right here next to you, Gizmo.
About that, Cap, you've been holding out on us.
Hey, cat going around telling you all my secrets immediately.
Duly
I
noted.
think Tiberius is pretty much going. What you're going to see is Tiberius. Basically, his shape, his form changes as the he sort of pulls into himself as the shoulders become more broad, sort of more rounded, and he literally turns into a bear. Those two barrels sort of bringing inside, sort of absorbing into his form. So I'm going to put him as their wild shape. Yeah, okay, there you go. And you can see him pretty much sniffing the ground as he's looking through the path. It's pretty much going to follow the same kind of path as you. There we go. However, it is now going to be the Tinderbloom's turn. And as basically where you saw these flames go, some of them relight, others basically go into. Basically, the whole field goes into attack mode. So, I just need to know who's in range of what. So that's 25. That's 25, 30. Okay. So, basically, all of you... I mean, you get pretty much 2 each, right? As at some point, all these little blooms, the flame goes from blue to turquoise to white, and then goes in, and the whole thing erupts. So I'm basically going to put two. Basically, there are much more explosions that what I'm going to be rolling on the board, but it is the equivalent of you getting 2 attacks each. Pax, you're still considered under dodge. So...
Is there
Yes?
enough time to react within the circle there, or is it really like... and we barely have time to
If you have a
move?
reaction...
Shenaniganery, dear DM, because it would narratively make sense for Pax to do that in that moment.
Yes.
Would I be allowed to forsake my advantage in the sense that he would go and cover the captain almost instinctively with his body and give her the advantage?
Considering that you are, what, 20 feet away?
Mm-hmm.
You've used all your movement, you're going... Not in this case. But I
Gotcha.
appreciate the shenanigan. There are literal feats and stuff like that for those kinds of things, but I don't think if she had moved up next to you, maybe, but here no, she's just too far.
I mean, I have the protector battle action though. Wait, is it protector or interceptor? No, protector. Damn it.
So is that the one where you need a shield?
No.
Okay. Anyways,
Wait, let me just double check it.
let's start with Pax.
Oh, no, I do have interception,
So for
but
Pax,
it's still 5 feet. Sorry.
So
I'm
Pax-
setting up now.
I'm rolling 4 d20s. The first two, basically I'm grouping the 2 by 2, right? And we're at disadvantage. So 4 and 8, that's not a hit. 16 and that one, you're fine. Let's go, Farron.
Yeah.
Reminder, these are rolled with +4. That's a natural 20 and 8, so for 24 and a 10.
Of course.
Of course it is. Right, so I need from you a Constitution saving throw, please. as I roll 4d6.
And now I can use my interception because it's a character within 5 feet of me getting attacked.
Technically, yes, absolutely.
And I have a martial weapon.
Okay, so what is exactly what does it do?
I'm using my reaction to reduce the damage dealt to him by 1d10 plus 2.
Okay. That's going to be 18 fire damage, and with a 7 on your Constitution saving throw, you are poisoned as you basically inhale ether. So you take 7 damage. As Pax, maybe how do you protect him from an explosion?
Just flop on top of him.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much that way. Pax sees the thing happening and just throws his weight, arm against Farron's neck and just pushes him down to the ground.
Nice, yeah. Fun fact, by the way, Pax, if you hadn't done that, Farron would be down.
Yep, that was exactly 18 hit points. Yeah. Gizmo, what's your armor class?
It says here on my character sheet, not enough. 13.
13. Okay, so that's 2 hits. So that is going to be 4d6 5. Can you make me 2 Constitution saving throws, please?
Do I have to?
Yes.
First. Oh.
Okay, that's the first one.
Very good. 18. The second one is.
And that's a 22. Okay, you are fine. You've been toxic gases, right? I guess kobolds have that little flap where they just close the noses because they're used to living with dragons and dangerous fumes. It's just Darwinism. But you do take 13 fire damage as you were caught by both explosions. Let's see for Astrea. What's your AC?
15.
15. So there's 1 hit.
Constitution?
Yes. You take 5 fire damage and a Constitution saving throw, please. 13 is not enough. So you are poisoned, as well as no, not Gizmo, Farron. Right, and Tiberius, of course. That is 14 and 12. So no, nothing for him. As that heavy bear, that heavy bear form seems to sort of hunker down. Again, this is a field of explosions, right? Explosions all over the place. Farron, immediately you realize you've just hoofed pure ether. Astrea, same thing. Technically, Pax, you would have had advantage because of your resistance on this. But yeah, so technically, remember, you Pax, Farron, and Astrea, you have disadvantage for the next minute, I think. Yeah. But it is your turn, and the Tinder Blooms have regained their reactions, as that white flame has turned back to blue. But it is you definitely feel it sort of charging up again for another attack. You need to get out of here quick.
To clarify, are we poisoned or are we ether poisoned?
You are poisoned.
Move. We gotta move. Just move.
Okay. Dash.
Okay, so again, here, who's moving first?
I'm just checking because I think our captain said no, or did she?
No, yes, I said go.
Oh yeah, Pax is just grabbing Farron with him.
Okay, I'll allow that, definitely.
And he's gonna go, pretty much like this, still taking the dodge action.
Okay, and so you're grabbing Farron. Make me an athletics check, just so that,
no
just
problem.
To see how about. Okay.
I am going to spend my second wind to add. Where is it? No, my thing. Tactical mind. plus 9, it's a 14.
Yeah, 14's enough. Okay. But you are going to... Unfortunately, you're not dodging, right?
No, I start dragging him and I realize he's kind of hard to get that one. I just grab him, fireman, carry, and move forward.
So I'm still going to get
I can still walk.
1d plus 4. That is a 17.
That hits.
Okay, and so that is a 2d6 fire damage. That is 8 points of damage, and can you make me a Constitution saving throw with advantage because of that ether resistance?
That is a 17.
17. That is enough. Again, there's that huff of ether, that smell, that acrid smell, but you just barrel through it. And yeah, and you do get to the edge of this. You do get to the edge of this field.
Does that hit me as well?
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Cool. Dex. Oh, beautiful.
Okay.
That is a 7 on the die. Well, no, that is
a 4 on the die.
4 on the die.
I'll give you. You know what? Because Pax is in the way. I'll roll. Make me a dexterity. Make me a. Oh no! Actually, you have disadvantage because you're poisoned, I believe.
I do.
Yeah.
Anyways, so make me a. I'll go for a d6 of damage, basically. You take an additional 3 damage as you get hit by I think one of your leg. Most of the damage goes to Pax, but some you do get hit with.
I'm just going to use my reaction again because there's no one else in my range
Okay,
anyway.
fair enough. Yeah, go
and
ahead.
it's 1d10 plus 3, so I will cancel out his damage.
Fair enough.
Okay. In which case,
So Farron, that is your turn, basically. I think you're out of the field. Gizmo, you're up. What do you do?
I am bloodied.
One.
Okay. There's going to be an attack. That is a 12. As now that you know things are coming, that bout of flame just passes right over you, and you sort of move it to the side. So this one has reacted.
That's cool. And then this is gonna be my second diagonal movement, so that's 4, 5, and 6.
Okay, yeah, you're out. I'll consider it out. Okay, Astrea.
Yep. Oh, perfect. That is going to be my second Starlight step, and I'm just going to appear next to Farron. Slap my hand on him. Well, not even needed, but he's gonna get a healing word.
Okay.
Oh, I'm really so sorry the dice were not in my face.
This is fine. 6 heals.
Oh,
That's 17. That's good. That's still good.
Okay. And I think Tiberius is just going to charge as well. He's going to get a few of these. So I think he's going to get... I think he's going to trigger all 3.
Oh, God.
But that is an 18... yeah, so he does take 2... Yeah, but I think it's... With the new rules for... let's see. 2d6... 11 damage. That is way under what he. Yeah, basically his bear form sort of absorbs it. I will run a Constitution saving throw for him. Constitution plus 3. Oof. Okay, yeah, he comes out of it. He is not doing well. He basically at some point that flash went right to his muzzle and he sort of but he's managed to move out of it.
To be fair, he can turn back and he's gonna have all his hit points, so...
Agreed, but still, it's still very much that... So, let's move you back to this here. I'm moving you back here for now. As you pretty much sort of... I think you guys would be pretty much right about here.
Yeah.
As you move out of the field behind you, again, you hear the pop, 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 right, of these explosions, and these blue flames sort of burst here and there as it takes maybe a full minute or two for the field to sort of calm down. But for a moment, it was fireworks.
Yeah.
Up until 3 feet high. The jungle goes silent again. As you sort of take your breath, there's a moment where Tiberius sort of comes back again. There's a moment where he has to sort of catch himself because the barrels that were in his form now materialize, and so he has to catch them before they crash to the ground. But places them, and he's you can see his head is spinning. But it's sort of, well, that was invigorating.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Anyone needs a little bit of help on healing?
Captain,
Yeah.
While I appreciate your efforts, we were told to avoid the magic. Because I believe we're surrounded. Out from these would have been, you would have not noticed these if they had stayed still. But a series of, actually Astrea, you would have maybe seen some of these in shapes that would remind a flump, as in a flat mushroom-like dome with long spiny arms, vines, in perfect camouflage to the vegetation around. These seem to drag themselves across the canopy. You don't know exactly how many there are, because you only notice them when they move. But their intent, as you're spread out over this small little meadow, this small round space, is clear. They're going for you and Farron. And that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
Oh.
We've angered the Tiki tribe. They said don't use magic, and they use magic, and I watched our DM grin.
Yep.
No, you saw your GM take notes.
And grin. You had a grin. Rewatch
yes.
it. We
By
have
the
it
way,
on tape.
This is what they look like.
No.
Oh, ooh.
What do we have? Oh no! Oh no!
And we will discover exactly what they do next time.
Yep.
I'm in danger.
Yes, you are.
You're all in
danger.
Very much.
Hi, danger.
On that note, friends, foes, those in between, you know the drill. If you're just here for the story, meet us on next episode. For those who want to stick a little bit, a bit longer, give us 20 seconds, and we will be right back with the after show.
Minus me, because
Yes.
taking the time, I really need to go.
Okay, we thank you. Thank you for the game. I will see you as you walk by. For those, we will see you just after the break.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Oh boy.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games.
I love it.
Yep.
Little jungle dungeon. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, that incredibly lovely thing where I was walking up to that victory bell one, I think, as Pax, and the player was like, "That's fake. That's an illusion. You're gonna get chomped." And I'm like, "Yeah, but Pax would have no fucking clue." The guy comes from the land of metal and steel and has lived on a ship for his entire life. He has no idea. He gets the command of "let's try and save him." Well, I'm not gonna wait 10 minutes.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah.
Oh, the preparation of the splooge, but not of the fucking crit, though.
Yeah, I put in some good crits.
Yeah, like you cooked us, quite literally.
Literally. Yeah, roasted.
And it's not even started. That's the problem.
It's so funny. I wondered if I took wrong with interception. Literally 5 minutes before this session, and now it saved Farron.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, the thing is, Farron also kind of like did well by dooming himself, because have a warlock not use magic and not use kind of like one of his main tool of defense. Does the use of a magical weapon count as the use of magic, or kind of like if I just fought using my scimitar? Like,
So the
would
wording here is if they use a spell. So for example,
Okay.
it is, and I believe it might even be a leveled spell.
so
because I have
it's my
not
Misty
been-
Step that screwed me.
Armor of Agathis, Misty Step,
Armor of Agathis, which is a level 2, Misty Step, which is a level 1.
Holy Weapon.
I mean the weapon.
Everything you did.
Oh,
basically.
and then Astrea with healing.
Healing Touch.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I
yeah.
counted about 10 levels of spells that in this session.
See, this is why Pax wants you to be self-sufficient.
Listen,
That's why he says, "I'm going to teach you to fight without your magic."
Yeah, here we go.
Listen, there's
So technically, the idea is whenever something happens, whenever anyone who casts a spell is in danger of attracting something. Whenever a creature casts a spell at level 1 or higher, I roll basically. And yes, you've been rolling. You've been doing quite a bit.
Yeah. And this counter started with the siren, with
Yeah.
the first encounter.
Yep.
yeah.
I think this counter started from the second we walked into the forest.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Into the jungle, sorry.
By the way, I will refer you to, and I'll give you folks at home, but I will refer you to change layer, and I'll put this to the map. Normally, there we go. You should see the path now.
Yes.
So basically, I had that on. So those at home saw it because I had that on GM layer. There was a clue when I said that this one right here, its rhythm only went 5 feet. The idea is that if you had realized that the tinder blooms spread did not go beyond the path, except when they attacked. But for the reaction was only when you stepped into their zone, which is broken up by the path.
I think intuitively we just gave each of the tinder blooms like
5 feet
a
of yeah.
foot.
That
Yeah.
is me. That is a mistake on the GM's part. That is literally me setting up. Oh, it be spreading them around. That is my OCD, basically helping you guys out.
But
And to be fully honest, the fact that you saw them wasn't supposed to be. Normally, these things are indistinguishable from the rest of the flowers. So it was normally these things would have been hidden, only illuminated the moment they explode.
Damn.
nasty.
Yeah, so literally a minefield. Welcome to Vietnam.
Yeah, no, like this was it's the first time I've played Minesweeper in D&D. It's quite fun.
Listen, I'm just happy that they had an attack roll so that I could use the dodge action. It might as well have been a flippin' saving throw each time, like just hey, they triggered. Fireball, deck save, please. half damage or full damage. Could have been worse.
Oh, yeah.
See, in my mind, this was kind of like almost like a lair action, where kind of like or proximity trigger, and then the moment you said, and now it's the Tinder Blossom's turn, I was like, oh no, oh no, we're fucked.
I don't know if you looked at the cameras at that moment, Jean-Yves, but you literally had 4 players that went, oh fuck. When you said now it's the Tinder Bloom's turn,
Okay,
Nader stopped mid-chew. He just went like with a snack and just went like,
Okay, I want that clipped. I want that clipped, boys.
It is at that moment that they realize they had fucked up.
Lovely session again, though, Jean-Yves.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
A little bit more crawly after all those narrative episodes we had, and it's really nice to
I mean, it's a jungle.
bring
it's a
out
jungle
our
crawl.
abilities again.
It's a jungle crawl, right?
Pax hates it here. Fighting humans and humanoids, sure. Fighting plants, what the You've got gardeners for that.
Considering that, no, it was Farron who almost got eviscerated by a gardener. Don't underestimate gardeners.
No, I'm not. That's what I'm saying.
Proud.
Gardeners deal with this shit, and Pax is scared of it. So, new phobia unlocked. Plants.
So yeah, I will get to set you guys up for another initiative, knowing that I've knocked you down a bit.
More than a bit.
And believe me,
We are spell starved. I have no more second wind. We have no more. We're starved. You've knocked us down hard.
Yeah. Now I just need to roll for as well as I did now, and then I might get something.
A TPK?
I'm not going for a
Are you gonna-
TPK. This is a bit early in the project,
You gotta
right?
kill us with flowers, mate.
Oh, absolutely. I did read somewhere that somebody had in a Curse of Strahd had actually pissed off the Ravenkin, and there was a fight, and they got TPK'd. And so somebody underneath said, "This is the definition of being killed killed by kindness,
Oh god.
because it is a kindness of ravens.
And
It's a murder of crows, but it's a kindness of ravens.
The kindness of ravens.
Is it a kindness or an unkindness?
No,
I'm
kindness.
not sure.
Kindness of ravens.
At least that's what the Strahd.
I believe so.
mentioned. But yeah, so
Maybe
the
it's a
idea is that they
kindness
killed
of
by
the
kindness, literally. And so, to be honest, I trust Reddit as far as I can throw it, and maybe somebody just made the joke, but the story stands.
Yes.
But yeah,
boy.
no, this was fun. This was fun, especially
This was
going.
very fun.
And the idea that okay, we have no idea how these things work. So can you imagine now having? Oh yeah, we've got our other 8 NPCs to follow.
No, thank you.
This is the safe path, right?
No.
No.
I mean, okay, look, it is not the. Let me check. So you went.
Turns
Every
out
option.
that
Follow the
if we-
river.
Turns out if we took the second exit from the highway instead of the first one, we could have avoided
No,
all
so
this.
the you went through the curtain of vines. That was well done, by the way, because those
sure.
things are no joke. They still might not be no joke, because those viper vines are everywhere, and I might just start, you miss. You're fighting in dense vegetation. You're slashing through a vine, thinking that it's attacking you. Oh no, that was a viper vine. Make a save, that kind of thing. Yeah, the cry for help, and there was so this was definitely this one was probably the most dangerous, definitely, and I helped you out by saying that by showing you the whole thing. There is another one that is much weirder. There's one just pure chaos magic.
Oh, we missed that.
Oh yeah, you missed that one.
I have to ask now because we're not going to backtrack, but in the back of my mind, that conversation with Astrea and the Dockmaster, Shania, kept going. And Shania said, stick to the river bank. Did not say stick to the path. Now, Pax hasn't heard it, but Jeremy takes things very literally. And I'm wondering, should we have just walked by the river bank having visual on the river at all times rather than the path and listen to where the water was?
So by story definition, yes, that's what you try to do.
Oh, right? Okay, that's what we are doing.
There is a moment where I specifically asked Astrea to, make me a perception or survival roll. She rolled an 18, and in this setting, that's a failure.
Woo.
The DC to navigate this forest, it was 19. So
you should have taken that left turn at Albuquerque.
Absolutely. Yeah, follow the bunny. And with advantage because you had Tiberius. So it's very much that sort of... at that point... But then again, the fun part is going through the jungle, right? It is hitting
absolutely, it is.
So, in a way, I'm going, oh, sure. What I would have done is maybe limit the amount of steps, right? As in, you would have had maybe one encounter before you got to the town.
Mm-hmm.
Here, you added another one. That's pretty much what I did. So
no, I love it. I really love it. A variety. It's also not the typical D&D creatures, typical things that are out there.
Oh no, this setting is weird, man.
Oh man, it's so fun. It's taking me by surprise so often. I love it.
I mean, it's
nice because it's not the usual combat where you just have to bring down the HP. It's more like a puzzle where you have to, be attentive to your movement.
The Tinder Blooms was definitely a puzzle. Yeah.
No.
Technically, the siren, you could have just walked right past it.
Yeah, we could have walked away.
And there's a moment. There is a moment where Pax, you would have thrown that thing and going. Here's the thing. If you had actually hit with that lasso,
I would have seen the rope go right
through, and you're going wait, and you just walked away.
Yeah, that was what I wanted to ascertain, but since I didn't get it,
yeah.
Pax was like, well, the guy needs help. The captain says save him. Can't wait a minute because the guy looked like he was getting swallowed. So
yeah, I need to shout out the artist. I love the art for that for the siren.
Really cool.
The only thing is that because you can technically you can see it's an illusion.
Yes.
The art basically shows you that this is an illusion.
Yes.
Which I find a bit too bad.
The green spectral glow was a bit of a giveaway.
Which is why I tried saying, no, it's that gunk around him that gives them that ethereal thing. Mm-hmm. But if you look at it, you're going, yeah, that's an illusion.
That's the fun part about having a GM table.
Mm.
Yeah.
You tell us what it looks like. I can see a reference, but what I see is your description. And my character didn't figure it out, even though I did. But that doesn't matter because my character is alien to this. So he's still going to walk into it.
Fair enough. Yeah,
I had a chance to avoid it.
No, and I can see. Yeah, it's funny, right? Is that whole? It's not necessarily. I wouldn't call it meta, but the idea of going, okay, you know what? I have a suspicion as a player. I'm going to give the opportunity to my character to catch up with me. I fail. Welp. I'll pull the lever.
That's what happened. That was me figuring out, throwing the rope. Oh well.
Yeah. No, kudos for that. This was, like I said, this was a lot of fun. Up until now, this has been the. So most of the combat that I threw you guys in has been my own, right? The lot of the if you look at all the fights that are actually in the book, there's not. I don't think you've ever been in real danger. Up until. Oh no! I agree that you had to revive Pax, but I'm pretty sure that those were. When were those? I mean, when was Pax put down? Sorry, wrong words.
He's still here. Pax
Well, that was
went
during the rebellion, right?
down. Did he go down there? I don't think Pax went down. Yeah, no, he did go down once. Did he?
Was it
I
when
should keep track of this. I know he's been very low a couple
Yeah.
of times.
But I mean, the big fights where you because the fights that are in the book are the fights atop the ship, so Scarrick. No, actually, you went down on that one.
I went down on that one.
You went down on
indeed.
that
the
one.
one?
Level 1, dude.
Yeah. Level 1 fighter, and this guy was CR3, if I remember correctly. And then you had the fight with the ether beasts, so the ether wolves. Where Gizmo went kaboom.
Indeed.
And that was pretty. I think those were the only 2 fights in chapter 1, and in chapter 2, this is the first. There's nothing. There's no intrigue in Maladel. The whole spy thing was that was me adding it in. For multiple reasons.
Ooh.
But a bit of foreshadowing for other things. But no. Yeah. So this is the first time where you're going, huh? I can see where the designers decided, let's put in something.
Well, if this is what we meet in the jungle, I'm kind of afraid of what weird ass ethereal horrors we're going to meet when we're on deep sea or in deep waters.
Oh.
I look forward to finding out.
Well, you've already leafed through, and you know which wonders are going to come at us.
Yes, I feathered through it. Yeah.
So no, yeah, it's very, 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 very fun. Also
some of these
fun to
stat
go
blocks are
from
amazing. Yeah, some of these stat blocks are just fun.
very fun to go from a druidic setting to the jungle. It's a fun segue.
Yeah.
I'm going like, hey, we've had the kindness of nature and the abundance of nature and the niceness of nature. Now face wrath.
Now, okay, look, this is civilized nature, as in English countryside. This is DPS jungle.
Yes, Jack.
And this is where this is where you might hate me and curse me next time. Technically, Shania is supposed to be can be persuaded to be a guide. But I also feel like if she's a guide, she basically has the solution to every single every single puzzle. Right? So she knows it's a siren. She says, "Don't go." Right? She actually knows how to look for that path between among the tinder bloom. At that point, and they're going, "Oh yes, well, to stick on the path, you need to do a dexterity saving throw." I felt it. Yeah, that's why I pretty much played her as a little shit, going, "Yeah, that way."
Correct
She was
narrative
sassy.
choice.
Yeah, she's very much. She didn't want to be there,
No, clearly.
and who knows? You might
God.
learn why.
All right. Well,
On that note, yeah. Thank you all for watching. Thank you 3 for playing. This is, as always, a delight. And
Yes, it
we
is.
will see you next time for, well, maybe the last encounter of this jungle. We'll see how their survival rolls.
Of the campaign.
No, not the campaign. I'm not one to TPK. You've got a druid and a cleric, but a druid without healing spells, huh? Well, and plus, I prepared all those shops for you. You better get to them.
Listen, if we have to run, we have to run. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely.
Running is always an option, guys.
Sure. Let me just have a look at the plants and that's what how fast effect.
You want us to reach the town? Stop it!
On that note,
I
once
see the
again,
action.
thank you to my players. Thank you to those watching,
Thank you
and
for
we
the
will see
session.
you next time
Thank you
on
for
Ways
the
of
session.
Starlight. See you soon.
that's all, folks.